So in recent years, we've seen the rise of the free-to-play MMO. Now, these games are not completely free. You can't just play the game and expect the developers never to get a penny because that's not realistic. What these MMOs do is they use a cash shop in which players spend real money on basically worthless items that are usually overpriced and have fake scarcity to it to drive up the prices and drive up the sales. And they also have fake sales in which they pretend that something's half off or 30% off so that they can get more sales. It looks like a deal, but in reality, it's actually the starting price, the where it is at the supposed discount. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like cash shops for cosmetics. These are inherently predatory, and either people are not aware of it, or I think they're just not aware of it, or they don't care. But if they don't care, which I think is the less likely option, then that's very concerning to me. But for those who are ignorant of what they do with these cash shop items, it's all really a ploy to get more money. In the long run, you would actually spend a lot more money on cosmetics than you ever will on a subscription. Look at WoW. It's $15 a month. But in a single month, you could probably spend a few $100s on cosmetics, and people do. In fact, there are people who spend thousands on cosmetics in a month, or a week, or even a day, depending on the person, you know? These people are what we call whales. Now, this isn't the only issue with cosmetics. The other issue with cosmetics is that it's actually pay to win when you have them on a cash shop. Now let me explain. The cosmetics in MMOs are not exactly just you buy them for yourself and it's one and done. It doesn't matter, whatever. There are actually people out there who do fashion wars, who do mount competitions, where you compare your cosmetics against each other, and whoever has the best wins. Sometimes there's a prize money, either in game or real life. Sometimes it's an item. It can be a variety of things, but when these competitions exist, how can you say that these cash shop cosmetics are not pay to win? And people in the West hate pay to win. So it's very concerning that even people in the West aren't seeing an issue with this. And I'm going to have to chalk it up to being ignorant, like I said before, to give them at least some sort of out, I guess. But it's an issue that really needs to be addressed more. And the cosmetics are not always good either. I mean, they're better than what you get in game, and that's, you know, on purpose. They want to give you the shittiest cosmetics in game, so you actually have to buy the ones on the store because you want to look good, right? But that has many ramifications as well. Some incentives to playing is earning the best stuff, not just earning combat gear that is awesome, you know, for combat, but also gear or just clothing that looks cool in general, so that when you're not out fighting werewolves or or dragons or whatever, you look cool. But when you take away goal incentives like getting the coolest clothing, getting the coolest mount through in-game achievements, through in-game hard work, you do a lot of a disservice to the players and the world itself. Without them, the world doesn't feel as alive. You don't have the economy aspect where people are buying them, and you know, they can be buying them by the truckloads to resell them, or making them in the truckloads to sell them. And it's just, there's a lot of economic I'm lacking the words to describe it. A lot of economic reasons to have it as something that is in the game and not technically part of the game, but really out of the game with the cash shop. People buy cosmetics so much that it would be such a hot item in the economy. It would keep any economy alive, because when people get to end game, what do they buy? They've already got the best gear. Potions, maybe. Food, depending on the game. Buffs, stuff like that, but shouldn't they have other stuff to buy? I mean, from an immersive point of view, yeah, and from an economic point of view, yeah. Just to keep the economy healthy and to give you something to spend your money on instead of just maxing it out and just not knowing what to do with it. And how do I put this? The cosmetics are also draining people of money through kids. You know this is a big problem. I know this is a big problem. Most kids, it seems, aren't thinking about the cost of these items. They'll pay the $5, the $20, the $100. They'll take their mother's or father's or uncle's credit card and they'll pay for it. And time again, we are seeing that they're paying for too much, and the banks are getting swamped with this, and it hurts the parents or grandparents or whoever's credit score. It hurts their relationship with the bank. Well, same thing really, in my opinion. But it just really hurts them. And you can't have all these downsides as a as a monetization system. It's not consumer friendly. And honestly, since I'm talking about cosmetics and all, a lot of times they just sell sets, like a whole armor set. But what if you want the head of this set, but the legs of another set? Or the feet of another set? You know, it doesn't let you mismatch, usually, from what I've seen. And that really hurts creativity when it comes to to fashion, you know? In RuneScape, for example, a game which in its glory had no cash shop. Now it does, unfortunately. But I enjoyed it. I would buy stuff that was just, you know, I didn't use it for I don't know, like, sometimes I had a wizard hat or wizard robe or something, and I would mix match it with various other just cosmetic stuff, and it was fun. Most of the time I was just fighting stuff or scaling, but sometimes you just want to stop and do something else, you know? And people like fashion because there's a lot you can do with it. But when you take out that a lot you can do with it, it becomes almost not worth doing anymore, in my opinion anyways. And what is the point of having it if people don't have a point of doing it? It shouldn't be in MMOs. There needs to be a different way of providing money to the developers of free-to-play MMOs. Although I'm personally biased towards subscription models, which is kind of funny because at the moment I have no money for subscription models or really anything. But all of this can also be put towards why you shouldn't sell mounts in the cash shop either. Because it isn't just clothing or cool cosmetic armor. Mounts are quite valuable to players. They're very much made into competitions. I'm seeing all of them all the time on YouTube. Not that I watch those or participate in those, I don't have an interest. But I just see them listed. So, maybe I've repeated myself, and I'm sorry if I have. Let me know in the comments if I did. But we need to find a new way. And I'm open to any suggestions that come my way. I'll think about them. I'll figure out the pros and cons, and then I'll respond with the pros and cons. And as a community, we can decide: is this a better solution? Is this what we want? Is this not what we want? Because I think it's time for us to start being more conscious and in control of how these games are monetized, because it's gotten way out of control. We can't deal with $15 a month subscriptions anymore. We can't deal with these harmful cosmetic practices. Did I say that right? Oh, you probably know what I'm talking about. Hopefully. If not, tell me in the comments. But yeah, I think I've kind of rambled on for a little too long. Hopefully I've hit everything I was meant to say. But yeah. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, hopefully you did, make sure to hit like. If you didn't like it, hit dislike. If you really liked it, subscribe. Regardless, leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. Even if you're just saying, I hate everything you said in this video, you're an idiot. I'll like the comment anyways, or even if it's just first. Because really, for the most part, these are not bad comments. So, yeah. Thank you for watching it. Hopefully you'll be back. I'll keep doing this for as long as I have topics. So, until next time. Bye.